Hi! So this is actually my third time trying to film this video. The first time I went to Pinkbox, I got, ooh, I already took a bite out of that one because I couldn't wait. The first time I went to Pinkbox, I got like maybe like 10 of them, not a full dozen, and I can't wait. I don't know how people have the willpower to wait for anything. Like if you're getting in and out, you know you're eating that in the car. Who are you kidding? People actually, I don't know how people actually wait. Do people actually wait is the question. I don't think so. I can't be around food, especially in the car, and not just dig in. So I got a couple donuts from Pinkbox and I bit into it and it was raw. So I thought, let's just still eat it anyway. But I feel like a lot of people have concerns about salmonella, obviously, as they should. But I emailed them and I said, hey, just letting you know, I don't want my money back. I'm not gonna write a crazy review on Yelp or anything. I'm not a Karen. But I'm just letting you know that the donut was raw, and I took a picture because it did look really doughy and just not appetizing in the center. Don't get me wrong, I still ate it. I would rather eat raw cookie dough, raw batter, raw dough of any kind over cooked or baked. I don't know if that's just me or if I'm a freak, but I love raw batter. So I let them know. I said, hey, just letting you know that the donut inside was raw. It was this one, this time at this location, heads up. And so they sent me a text to get in touch with the general manager of that location and got me hooked up with a free dozen. So this is compliments of them for my experience, which I, again, like wasn't upset about. Just felt like if a 60-year-old Karen got a hold of that donut, they probably would have, you know, gone ape on Yelp. So today we are going to be talking about existential questions. I am not a conspiracy theory kind of person. No tea, no shade, no lemonade if you're into that. However, I'm a Pisces and I have to turn every conversation into a therapy session. So I like answering existential questions. I like getting deep into things with anybody who will entertain me. So why not just talk to myself and answer these questions? I got these questions off of Pinterest. Just typed in existential questions and it's the first thing that popped up, and I really like them. First question: how do we measure life? These are so deep. I feel like this is so weird that I'm talking about something so deep. This one is a tried and true croissant donut, probably like 1,000 calories in one. So worth it. It's so good. I feel like the way life is measured, at least for me, is by how happy I am in the moment. I feel like I value experiences, quality time with people, being filled with happiness. That's my life measure meter. I'm not materialistic. I don't do the whole, oh my gosh, I have a flashy car, and like I bought myself the purses and the shoes and I'm done with that. That was early 20s. That was when, you know, we were first making really good money. I'm still making good money now, but my point is that I'm smarter about it now, and I don't need the bags, the shoes, the fancy dresses to make me happy. Sure, it's nice to look good and feel good, but I feel like the way I measure my happiness is by having quality people around me, spending quality time with them. And when I look back at the last 10 years of my adult life, the things that stand out are when I was truly just carefree and, you know, happy with the people that I was with. And it didn't matter if we were just, you know, standing on the street eating $1 tacos on the sidewalk. It's the fact that I was with somebody that made me feel so overwhelmed with joy, and that's how I measure my happiness. That's how I measure life. I don't know which one to get next. I haven't eaten anything, which is probably the worst idea ever, because now I'm gonna get full in about 3 donuts. Let's try this one. I picked this one out because it said banana fritter, which is kind of weird. It's huge. Look at that. It has chocolate chips on it. It kind of looks like an apple fritter, obviously, but banana. Oh, Christ. There's like a gooey Senta. Come on. You get it. It looks so good. So excited. Oh my God. Yep. Oh my God. Okay. This is one of my favorite things to talk about. Do you believe that human ethics are learned or natural? Oh my gosh. I could talk about this for days because I don't understand. I don't understand how certain people can willingly choose to do the wrong thing. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I'm out here flawless at my job, flawless at every relationship, flawless at the relationship I have with my parents. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is, when you see a brand new iPhone that someone left behind, how you don't say, hey, you know what, let me turn it in. How if you know that you probably shouldn't be talking to this person that you kind of are, you know, intrigued by, shouldn't be giving them your number, how you still go ahead and give them your number anyway when you're in a relationship. I don't understand. And so I feel like, I don't know if it has to do with how you were raised. I don't know if it has to do with the things that you've experienced in your life. See, we could do a whole video on this. I don't understand how some people don't have just the, I guess, good override the bad. And yeah, we all have bad thoughts. We all, you know, have crazy things that we probably shouldn't think, but we still do anyway. But you don't act on them. There's a quote by Jefferson that I found in one of my books not that long ago. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Okay, here it is. Man was destined for society. His morality, therefore, was to be formed to this object. He was endowed with a sense of right and wrong merely relative to this. This sense is much a part of his nature as his sense of hearing, seeing, feeling. It is the true foundation of morality. The moral sense, or conscience, is as much a part of man as his leg or arm. It is given to all human beings in a stronger or weaker degree, as force of members is given them in a greater or less degree. It may be strengthened by exercise as by any particular limb of the body. So I don't know, are they learned? Do they come naturally? I just feel like you should, after the age of, it's funny, somebody in high school keyed my car, and my group chat makes fun of me for still, I don't dwell on it, but I bring it up whenever high school gets brought up, I bring it up whenever high school gets brought up in our group chat, and they're like, Alex, let it go. And yeah, this is something stupid. Like, we were 17, 18 years old when that happened. But I feel like at 17, at 18, you probably know you shouldn't be doing that. And it was, ironically, of course, because she thought that I wanted her man. Now, you should have seen this guy versus what I was into, like night and day. Didn't want her man, but lo and behold, let's key Alex's car because we think she wants her man. I feel like at that age, you shouldn't be doing that. Being young and stupid and immature at that age isn't an excuse. Just how I feel like probably by 13, you know, you shouldn't be stealing. You know, it's not something that's not a criminal offense. But I don't know. I really don't know if it's learned or if it can be strengthened by exercise, like Jefferson says. I don't know. All I know is that I try to do good and do what's right by others. Try my best not to screw people over. I can be mean. I can say some things that aren't the nicest. But as far as doing the right thing, like 9 times out of 10, I will do the right thing. Okay, where is it? This one. This one is like their specialty. It's called a blowtorch. So it's got like that creme brulee, hard blowtorch kind of top, that glaze, that hard glaze, and then in the center it's got custard, which is my favorite. Wait, where's the custard? Oh. Yes. Ooh. I'm sorry, but Pinkbox blows every other donut shop out of the water. I don't care that they were on Dirty Dining 3 years ago. I don't care. They're dense and chewy. They're never dry. Yeah, they're pricey. Up there, you get what you pay for. Okay. Why do people hurt each other? Selfishness. Lack of maturity. I've never read these questions before, so I'm thinking about it. It's crazy to me. Part of the reason why I'm terrified of getting married. A lot of the times when people go through a divorce, you always hear, wow, I never thought they could do that. Wow, I've never seen that side of them. That's terrifying in and of itself. But the fact that, I guess, being upset makes people act so differently. I think we hurt one another to make ourselves feel better about the situation. I mean, just one thing that comes to mind is relationships. When you say things or do things that aren't necessarily right, after you find out that that person wronged you, it's just revenge. It's just to get back at them. It's to get them to feel the way that they made you feel. Is it right? No. Do you feel better? Not really. But do we still do it anyway? Yeah. Does truth exist without evidence? Wow. I don't know. Do you take someone's word for something? Do you just say, yeah, I trust that this person, again, it goes back to doing the right thing. Do you trust that this person isn't going to walk out of the store with, you know, your wallet and cell phone? I don't know. I am so trusting. It's embarrassing. I used to be worse about it. Now I've gotten a lot better at realizing that most people are jerks and will screw you over. But I am one of those, like, yeah, I'll leave my laptop out on the coffee table when I'm at a coffee shop studying. Yeah, sure, you can borrow this, and I hope you won't just dip and run and take my cell phone with you. I trust that people are going to do the right thing. Does that always happen? No. But I take people's word for it, and I believe that what they say they're going to do, they'll actually follow through with, excuse me. I have gotten, like I said, a little bit better about it, but I don't know. I feel like your word is yours until you break it. So I really want to keep eating the same ones and finish them because they're so good, and take the rest to my family, because freaking I took the other donuts when I filmed this the second time, and I used a knife, and they're like, why are you bringing us half-eaten donuts? I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? If anybody brought me a fourth of a donut, I'd be like, absolutely yes. So I guess I have to leave these wholly intact for them to enjoy, because I can't eat all this. I don't want to eat all this. I just don't know which one to do. I told her to pick out this one. I'm scared it's going to be jelly. I hate jelly-filled donuts. Yeah, it is. Bavarian, we'll do this one. I think is peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter desserts. Not into it. Okay, so I'm going to finish the blowtorch because it was really good. And then I'll probably do one of the cake ones. Okay, I like this one. If you could watch everything that happened in your life until now, would you enjoy it? I feel like I would cry. I would bawl my eyes out at my childhood because I had such a good childhood. My parents were together until I was about 11, 12, like right at 12. And like just the memories that I have as a kid with both of them in it, I would just be like ugly crying. Would love to see that. Would love to see me. I was also an only child and an only grandchild. So you can imagine, this is where I get my sass. This is where I get my attitude from. This is where I have my severe only child syndrome from. Would love to see my life as a tot. We can skip over like that awkward middle school phase. That just wasn't fun for anyone. High school was fun. I'm not one of those people who wish they could go back, not even for a day. But I do think that, you know, high school, college, whatever, the experience is what you make of it. I would love to go back and relive and watch it, because it was a fun time. I think it's cringy. It would definitely be cringy to see, you know, like 21-year-old me who thought she had it going on and was at the clubs. I was never a club goer, but I did have a coworker who had an in at every club. No line, straight to a table, free drinks, free bottle service. It, like, honestly, a lot of the times it would just be me and him. We weren't into each other. Nothing ever happened. We would just be bobbing around for a couple hours, and then we'd be like, okay, we're done. And that happened, that happened, you know, just a handful of times, and that was it. Then I was over my club phase. But it'd be cringy to watch that. And then the relationships, I don't know if I would want to see that. That's just, ugh. I've been very lucky. I've been very fortunate. All my relationships have ended very amicably, very peacefully. There hasn't been any crazy drama. but we can just skip over that. I think I would absolutely love to. I would absolutely take anybody up on that offer. But I would be happy. I would be happy with the outcome. There is no changing the past. There's no point in dwelling, and I wish I could have and I should have, and we are where we are for a reason, and everything turned out okay. So we're gonna do one more donut because, as predicted, I am getting full. I don't want to crash on sugar. I've had a total of like 1 donut, shocker, but we're gonna take the rest to my family because I can't dip into everything and then get called out again. Actually, no, we're gonna do 2 more. This is the cake blueberry donut. I love cake donuts. They are so freaking good. The last question, and I'll post the whole list of questions, there's like 25 of them, is what makes you special? I just had this conversation with somebody on the phone late night at 1 a.m. how he said, my friend said that people tend to overestimate themselves and their worth. I think the opposite. I feel like people underestimate themselves a lot and could strive for a little better. This is a chocolate cake old-fashioned donut. Not my favorite cake donut. Weird. My blueberry's a lot better. Yeah, I think people underestimate themselves. I think that people settle for things that they don't deserve. They deserve so much more. In all aspects. My self-esteem, my self-worth, through the roof. But it's because I had such a strong foundation at home where my dad and my mom really instilled in me that I don't let anybody treat me like I'm less than. I don't let anybody talk to me like I'm less than. If anybody ever tries to take advantage of me, screw them. In case of an emergency, you always have a home. Don't ever let anybody put their hands on you. Like, that was just drilled into me as a kid. So my self-esteem and my sense of self-worth, because of how serious my parents were about having these conversations on the regular, I don't take crap from anyone. I don't let anybody walk all over me. And it's funny because the last guy that I dated wasn't serious, but you know, one of the things that stuck with me was he said, I really appreciate, or I think it's awesome how much you value and respect yourself. And I'm thinking, doesn't everybody feel that way about themselves? I don't think I'm better than anyone at all. I know that I'm not settling for just regular people. I'm not picky. I don't have a type. But I do know that what makes me special is my sense of self-worth. And that I don't let anybody walk all over me or treat me crazy. We're not having that here. So that is it for my Pinkbox Donut existential question mukbang. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.